Hi guys, so my name is Edward Blagoji of blagoji.com, and as usual, this has always been quick news. If you're new here, kindly subscribe, click on the notification bell, and anytime we drop content, you'll be the first to know what it entails about. So today on Quick News, what are we going to discuss about? We are going to discuss about, this trending topic, which is Sam George and the Larry guy of CNN, a Kenyan, broadcaster who plies his trade at the CNN. And we all know what is happening. When I mentioned the name Sam George, the MP for Ningo Pram Pram. And when I mentioned the name, you guys know what I'm going to talk about. And what am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about the LGBTQYZ, EWSYZ. Issues there when it comes to these things. And we all know, say, Sam George, was the only one as an MP who took it upon himself to embark on this, bill to be passed as a legislature of Ghana. You guys also have heard that, his interview on CNN, in terms of the guy probing him with some questions and other things. In some case, he was in support. I said it was. In some case, he answered it very well. In some other case, people too were saying that he should have gone this way. Because at the end of the day, you and I know that, he did well in terms of the questions that he was probed. And then he also gave, his answers, backing it with facts and other things. And you guys know the video has been trending. Or you guys won't watch. Okay, watch for your eye top here.
What would you do, sir, if your son or daughter was gay?
Well, thankfully, I have 2 sons and a daughter, and none of them is gay.
That's not the answer. What would you do if one of them was gay?
You're asking me to go into the world of abstracts. I'm a lawmaker. I deal with specifics. I deal with specific stuff. I don't deal in abstract. Maybe you should be talking to a storyteller or something.
Will you take responsibility if, because of this bill, people who are going about their lives are attacked by Ghanaians or are harmed because it's legal to do so, or people have been encouraged to do so, or are suicidal for that matter,
Larry,
take their lives because they can't live in that society?
Well, Larry, let me answer your question. Earlier on, I was telling you that this year alone, as of June this year alone, 21 persons had been attacked and killed in the United States, where LGBTQ rights are legal.
This is about Ghana, sir. This is about Ghana, sir. So let's focus on Ghana.
Well, if this is about Ghana, then stop trying to import American values into the reasoning of Ghanaian legislation.
I am not an American. I am an African. I'm from Kenya.
Well, Kenyan values are not the same as Ghanaian values. We have different values. I didn't say into Africa. I said into Ghanaian values. I'm a Ghanaian legislator. And just so you know, I represent a community or constituency that has 2 traditional areas. Before agreeing to push this bill, I met with my 2 traditional councils. I am a representative of the people who voted for me. The people who voted for me, the 2 traditional councils said to me, this is against our culture.
The people who voted for you, Honorable George, and I have to go, the people who voted for you, of all the problems they have in your constituency, is this the major issue for them? Is this the thing they're most concerned about?
Well, this is one of the major issues for them, because the government of Ghana in 2020 spent $200 million subsidizing the cost of antiretroviral drugs for persons who have HIV/AIDS. The Ghana AIDS Commission is telling us that men having sex with men, MSMs, homosexuals, are leading the surge in HIV prevalence in Ghana. $200 million could have fixed the water problem in my constituency.
Okay, we're going to have to leave it on. Let me ask the question. Let me ask you the question, sir. This is about Ghana. You are, as part of this bill, legalizing conversion therapy, which UN experts consider torture. Do you believe that homosexuality can be medically treated?
Well, tell me how individuals who are born men and decide to become women.
That's not an answer. Do you believe that people can be cured of homosexuality by some sort of treatment? I apologize. We appear to have lost the MP, Sam George. The connection is not that great. If we can reestablish that, we'll try and come back to him. And before we lost you, we were talking about conversion therapy, which is considered torture, and your bill would legalize that. Do you want to torture people in the name of curing homosexuality?
I was making the point that the individuals who decide to become transgender, who decide to change their sex from male to female, apart from undergoing surgery, also engage in hormonal treatment. Is that torture? because I don't see how different hormonal treatment is from what you call
Conversion
conversion
therapy
therapy.
is not the same as conversion therapy. These are very, very different. This is a false
What's
equivalence
different?
you're
What's the
making,
difference?
sir.
No, what's the difference? I would need for you to
I
educate
am
me
not
and
a medical expert, but it's been by UN experts who look into this have considered
So
conversion
if you're not a
therapy as
medical expert,
torture.
Larry, if you're not a medical expert, and I'm saying to you that we've spoken to the experts here in Ghana, and there is nothing different because conversion therapy is a hormonal treatment. And I'm saying to you that when individuals choose on their own volition to change their sex, they undergo hormonal treatment. Men go and take estrogen shots to be able to develop female features. And that's the same thing
That
as
is not the
conversion
same
therapy.
thing. That is not.
All right, guys. So, you know, somewhere in 29th June 2021 this year, I mean, Sam George, I mean, with some couple of delegates, I mean, went to the Parliament House where, I mean, he presented a bill. He presented a bill that, I mean, Parliament and then the Right Speaker, Honourable of Parliament should look through it and see how best they can pass the bill against this LGBTQ thing in Ghana here. So now, so in this year, 29th June, he posted on his Instagram saying, this morning, together with 7 colleagues of mine, I presented to the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament a bill on the promotion of proper human sexual rights and Ghanaian family values. He continued that this bill, which when passed into law, would criminalize the promotion, advocacy, funding, and act of homosexuality in all its forms, is a landmark legislation that has taken the last 14 weeks working with a fantastic team of professionals to put together. It is, in my humble opinion, a world-class piece of legislation which should be reference material for other parliaments seeking to pass similar legislation. Now, I look forward to the public engagement at the committee level and also the debate on the floor of the House. The bill respects the fundamental human rights of all persons, including those found engaging in the prohibited acts, but spells out a rigid, punitive measures in line with our social culture and religious stance as a nation. Let me be clear here. Homosexuality is not a human right. It is a lifestyle choice, a sexual preference. It continues, may we unite to stop the glowing scourge of perversion seeking to erode all that our culture holds dear. I am thankful to the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament, the Parliamentary Drafting Office, and the National Coalition for the Promotion of Proper Human Sexual Rights and Ghanaian Family Values. May posterity remember our labour kindly. So this was the post that Sam George shared somewhere in, June 29th. Now, some people also feel like, after sharing this post, he went viral. Until then, this was the one that actually took him to another top notch where he granted, an interview on CNN, one of the biggest platforms. And then he also shared his take when it comes to this issue. Now, I don't know, but I feel like it's a step in the right direction for me. My take, it's a step in the right direction. As to whether it's going to be passed or not, I can't tell. But I believe strongly that in this country there are rules and regulations governing us. Even though, it's illegal to smoke marijuana in this country. Same way they see, homosexuality, lesbianism, and then the rest, and gayism as, also illegal in this country, Ghana. And that is a fact. You know it, I know it. We shouldn't, you know it, I know it. So it's not good. It's not, you shouldn't practice it in this country, Ghana, in this West African country here. No, you for not practice how. Because if you practice it, at the end of the day, you are going to find yourself wanted. Now, why am I saying that? I'm saying this because, I mean, some people are trying to say, because, I mean, Sam George is in opposition, he's trying his possible best to see how best, I mean, he can be in the faces of, I mean, his opposition leaders, where at the end of the day, when they come into power, he might gain, I mean, some bigger or higher position. I mean, for you to be an MP for your constituency too is equally a bigger position. So be with this one there, me, I don't buy into him. But another thought that came in mind. I was there and I was thinking, I was like, okay, so what if, I don't know who is going to stand for the flag bearership for the NDC, the new the National Democratic Congress, the NSMD, the National Democratic Congress. I don't know who is going to stand for it. But just imagine, let's say, for instance, let's say ex-president John Dramani Mahama becomes, I mean, the president of Ghana. And all of a sudden, he makes, I mean, Sam George, I mean, let's say, a minister for foreign affairs. And everyone says, Sam George, they go take loan for outside, let's say US or UK or somewhere. And then the people tell him that, no, we are not going to give loan to you because you made sure that, I mean, if only they will pass the bill, I mean, to criminalize, I mean, homosexuality, gayism, and then the rest. They will tell you that, okay, you wanted your people to criminalize, I mean, LGBTQYZ. You wanted them to criminalize it. So you are now here to ask me for a loan to do this and that. Guys, but you think, say, sometimes they will give my man the loan. Make you people comment for the comment section. And as usual, this has always been Quick News. And my name is Edward Blagoji of blagoji.com. Kindly subscribe to this channel, like, share, and book vibe.